going on, you Rumble addicts? I got Marquise Cole out here. Say what up, Marcus.
What up?
There we go. What up, Daddy?
What up, Daddy?
Anyway, so I did all the random shit that I had to do today, like go get some oil and oil filter so I can do the oil change while I'm doing all this. Got some, you know, the replacement nuts and bolts and washers and shit like that for the header and up pipe install. Just kind of wanted to make sure I got everything just to hopefully make this install go as smooth as possible. Now I'm not gonna do like a super like in-depth how to replace the turbo or how to replace the headers, because it's all pretty straightforward. It's all you know, unbolt and rebolt type shit. Alright, Rumble addicts, so got the 39 out. That's this old hunky shit right here, and I'll show you guys. Look at that. You guys can see down in there. That shit is toast. The actual turbine wheel is bending on the corners, and you can see like the inner walls of the inlet, the cold side, like right in here where the blades go. Those are actually scraping on there. So they already cut a groove in. But I'm just gonna show you guys a little comparison of the 39 to the FP. Damn. Let me grab a rag. Alright, so right here I got the FP green in my hand. Now just look at the size difference between the FP and the VF39. This thing is tiny as hell, and I did not even imagine it being that big of a difference, but I'm actually super glad it is that big of a difference. Then you really just get your money's worth. I just figured I'd show you guys a little size difference, and now we're about to get back into it and, you know, throw the green, or I'm gonna throw the headers in there, and the up pipe and external, everything that you see right there is the new setup that's going in, and I'm gonna throw the turbo in. First I gotta do the oil feed line swap, because the FP green is a different oil line. So I'm gonna do that. Alright people, so we've reached the stopping point for the night. It's getting pretty late. Managed to, you know, remove everything that was already removed. The headers are in, the up pipe is in, but I do not have a bolt that blocks off one of the ports on the up pipe, and for some reason I cannot think of the fucking word. Anyways, so right now I'm just gonna go ahead and stop. The oil line is replaced, which is ridiculously confusing because of these weird instructions that FP provides. It's not too weird, it's not even really that complicated, it's just confusing at first. When you first look at it, you don't really understand what exactly they're asking. So after I really, you know, read it, paid attention to it, and kind of just toned in and really focused on it, and kind of, you know, blocked everybody out. Well, Miguel was here, and Marcus. I had to really like focus and block them out. ADD like a mug, but did all that. Drained the oil, replaced the filter, the oil line, swapped out the coolant lines. Oh man. And now I just have to finish putting everything back together, but I'm at a stopping point because I, for some reason, do not have deep sockets. So I have to go get some deep sockets tomorrow, which I'll probably just borrow from Miguel. And I have to go get some vacuum lines for the external wastegate. And I plan on replacing a bunch of vacuum lines anyways, just because, you know, the car is, what, 12 years old, almost 12 years old, so, you know, a lot of these vacuum lines are cracking and they're super stiff instead of flexible like they're supposed to be. So I definitely have to go and get some more vacuum lines tomorrow and finish up tomorrow. I'll just show you exactly where we're at. So obviously we have the top down out. There is no turbo. Maybe you can see. Let me throw my flashlight down there. There we go. So you can see the headers down there. They're in. This is the actual oil feed line right here, and it goes underneath the reservoir right there, alongside of the intake manifold, and back here. See this silver cap right here? This one right here where my thumb is. This cap that's like a block off cap that FP provides that you're supposed to put on the factory oil feed line. So you're supposed to take off this piece to the stock oil feed line, put that cap on there, and take the screen out of the banjo bolt if you even have one. I did, so I had to pull that out of the banjo bolt, put the banjo bolt back in, take off the banjo bolt from the ABCS. If you don't know what that is, that is right here. And so we had to take the banjo bolt out of there, put a bolt that, it's like an adapter banjo bolt, so it's about this long, it's threaded on both ends, and it has a cap in the center of it. Excuse me. Screw that in to the ABCS, put your new oil line on the top of that, screw those, or tighten both of those down, run that however you want to run that. If you want to run it around the reservoir and on the outside of the coil packs and fuel rail, and then, or do it the way that I did it, and then you just throw that on top of the turbo where the feed goes, and then button everything back up. Well, I will see you guys tomorrow. Yeah, we'll finish this up tomorrow and hopefully throw the tune in and call that game. Well, good night, beautiful Rumble addicts. I will see you in the morning. I'm about to get in Miguel's car right now. What's up, motherfucker?
What up?
What's up to the people?
With my mint green shirt.
Oh fuck, Slimer Green, homie.
Yeah.
Alright peeps, so we're back at the pad. Went to Summit, hit up Home Depot, did a bunch of random stuffies. I'll show you guys what I picked up at Summit. Had to get some vacuum lines, some whatever. I just got some like vacuum line splitters so that I can run the vacuum lines to the external and to the new turbo, and also the turbo inlet. Unfortunately, I forgot and didn't really remember / anything like that you can't really run an external wastegate to the stock boost control solenoid. So panicked, freaked out, stopped what I was doing and was like, yo, I definitely can't do anything until I get that. Even though that was like the dumbest thing I could have did, I probably was just pouting. I really was just pouting. I was kind of pissed, just because like, so the turbo went out, and I'm like, oh, you know what? It's now's the time. I'm gonna throw a new turbo in, throw the headers in, throw the up pipe in, throw the external in, and I just keep dropping money like everywhere. I just keep dropping money like all over the place. Oh fuck, I gotta buy this, continuously needing shit that I don't have at the moment. But shout out to Casey, you are the man. He came in clutch. I hit him up, asked him if he knew anybody that was selling a Grimspeed 3-port boost control solenoid, and he said he didn't know anybody, but he's currently rebuilding his car. So he was like, look bro, like, you're in a situation where you need to get your car running, and that is the only thing stopping you. I have one on my car. You can definitely come by, take it off and throw it on your car until yours comes in. So I had just placed the order for that. I'm gonna go pick that up here in a little bit and bring it back, throw that in, finish putting everything back together, and hopefully get a tune either tonight or tomorrow. Hopefully tonight. I really want to hear how it sounds and everything like that, and I just want to get back in my car. And I'm just super anxious, and I'm like really impatient for stuff like this. But it is what it is. This is the life that, you know, we all chose, or not we all, but if you're a part of, or you are an enthusiast and you like to mod your car and do all kinds of fancy stuff to it. Not that this stuff is really that fancy, but if you like to, you know, make your shit super aftermarket, then you kind of run into these similar problems, and you're like ordering all kinds of stuff that you think you need, and you forget stuff that you really need. So thank you, Casey. You're a lifesaver for sure. Everything is kind of like loosely bolted in. I haven't done any serious tightening anything down or anything like that, just because I didn't want to tighten something down and then have to go back and adjust anything. So even though there shouldn't be any adjustments, the only thing that I could see that would need an adjustment would be the external wastegate, because of the dump tube positioning, and I don't want it to hit the downpipe, and I don't want it to hit any of the axles or anything like that. So that's just where I stand. Like I said, shout out to Casey. He really came in clutch, hooked it up with the Grimspeed 3-port boost solenoid. So yeah, so now I'm about to get rid of this jank right here. This is where the actual stock EBC is. I'm gonna take that out, run the lines to it, and then finish up what I gotta do. Take this. What, I'm gonna lie to you? Stupid. Stick it behind the hose and yeah, and just kind of wiggle it back and forth. Yeah, shake that bitch. Shake it. Alright, hold on. I'm gonna put the inlet on. No, bitch, because you gotta move the fucking turbo. Oh, what fucking move his dick in your mouth? Your mouth not does that.
¿Qué pasó?
Oh, shit. What's going on, all you Rumble addicts? So, I got Casey with me.
What's up?
That's the man right here who saved my life with the 3-port boost control. I got Marquise out here. And got it all put back together. Ran into a huge snag with the coupler that goes to the turbo from the Y pipe on the back of the top mount. So I had to run around. Casey came through, went to a store, picked it up, came back, put it back on, made sure everything was tight, filled up all the fluids, and we're about to do the first startup here in a second. I'm gonna wait for Marcus to come out because he helped me and he wants to you know, be a part of the first startup. So I'll see you guys here in a couple seconds whenever he gets back out here. Alright, so we got everything in order, or everything should be in order. We got Casey out here, we got Marcus out here. Two of the three, I guess, main characters in installing all these parts. Once again, shout out to Casey for hooking it up with the 3-port boost solenoid. I'm gonna go ahead and pass this off to Marcus so you guys can see the first startup.
Let's see my dick.
It really, I don't know why it sounds louder. It's weird. Alright, so there you guys have it. We did it. We had a bunch of speed bumps in the road and all kinds of complications that, of course, come with the trade. Let me turn this way. come with the trade of modifying your car. You want to kill that for me? And but you know, just like most milestones in your life, you're always gonna have complications. You just gotta work through them. And this just goes to show, you know, if you really put your best effort in, you'll get the results that you're looking for.
I was gonna say, check in with something.
Of course it's on. It's not tuned. So only thing that's left, I mean, I still have a small issue, and that's the coupler from the turbo to the intercooler isn't exactly long enough. I have a temporary fix on it now, so I'm not gonna go for the tune right away. I'm definitely gonna have to order a new coupler from somewhere. I don't know, I have to find one that's a little bit longer just to fit over the turbo, just enough to make me feel satisfied, and then we'll go ahead and do the tune. Excuse me. So I really appreciate all you guys for coming and stopping by at the Rumble Garage. We'll see you on the next one. Scissors!